So, this was my first time using Rinseless Wash, or actually Absolute Rinseless Wash. I wanted to show you something cool about this stuff. Look at how it is in the water. It's not soap, it's polymer based, so it's totally different than how soap works. Now, you're supposed to use a special sponge with this, but you can use microfiber, you can use other things. You're not really supposed to use something like this, but I'm kind of in a rush to try it out before the rain comes. So I have a rinse bucket. You don't have to use this. I'm using this because the car is it's got ash all over it from burning the sugarcane fields. I have detail guards on the way, and the whole 360 system and the push pump and all that. I have a nice system coming, it's just not here yet, and I wanted to give this a try. So I'm gonna stir it up, and again, you barely use any of the Absolute. You use 1 ounce to 2 gallons, right? So it makes it very economical. Now this stuff is just basically polymers that lubricate your wash mitt on the surface, and also encapsulates the dirt to emulsify it, which means it dissolves it basically while encapsulating it with lubricant and making it so it doesn't scratch your paint. Now, you use the suction factor of like a microfiber or a sponge. That's why you don't want to really use something like this to actually lift the dirt. Look at how dirty this is. But yeah, I have a feeling this will work fine. You don't need to apply any pressure. Now look at that, that just pulled all that up. And I'm gonna flip it over and do the other side. Wow, I love this because I can already feel like look how it's just falling off the paint too. And that can sit on there and not cause any, oh shit, I forgot to use my rinse bucket like I was supposed to. But that can sit on there and it won't cause any water spots like normal soaps. That's why I'm using it, because I have super hard water here. And no matter what I do, I get water spots. So we're going to put it to the true test here to see if it really softens the water well. Alright, so far we're doing that. Now they say to work 1 panel at a time. I'm going to do 2 ups and downs, and then, because this wash mitt seems to hold a lot of dirt. Well, I could do even more, it seems like. I could do probably this whole panel with, oh, there we go, see, you could see it dissolving that dirt in that wash mitt. That's pretty cool. See how it dissolved it? Like in a microfiber, it'll probably do the same thing, but with a normal soap, you'd see it almost like solid. Like right here, how you see it right there, it's kind of solid. That's what's cool about polymer exfoliation soaps or surfact. You can't really call it a soap. It's a rinseless wash. Not really a soap. Barely suds up. Now look, it just came right out of there. Wow. So it releases it real easily once it hits the water, which is nice. Very nice. This is why I don't like these things, because it's hard to squeeze them out. So I tend to mix it up a little bit when I dunk, but you don't have to. It doesn't look like it's well mixed, but I've watched a lot of videos on this, and supposedly that's just fine. It's part of how it works, supposedly. And once you get done with 1 panel, you go back and you wipe and dry that panel. The beauty of a rinseless wash, you could do panels at a time. You don't have to do, a whole car and then dry a car. Wow, this took everything off. That is amazing. Okay, we'll let that sit for a second while I go and wash it. I'm going to do 1 panel just to show you guys how it works. I have 2 specialized drying towels. This is one of them, the Gauntlet, which is one of my favorites. And then there's that cheap one that you guys can get from O'Reilly's. It's made by Otto Auto something. And they're pretty good. They're cheap. I think I found one for like 10 bucks at the local store. And I can't remember who makes it, but it looked pretty decent. Now with this, you try to put as little pressure as possible. That's why I'm just dragging it along. I got one hand. Normally you do this with two hands, dragging it, so you can drag it straight across and keep it straight. But you see how you don't have to use a lot of pressure, and one swipe it dries off the car. Watch. You see this water here? Just drag it across and boom, it's dry. So I give this stuff an A+. Look, look how clean that is. There's no anything on the surface. I like it, but let me go so I can do the rest with two hands. I'll give you guys an update when I'm done.